Hi, my name is Amanda Harris, and I wanted to share with you my story, where I came from with my health and my nutrition. I have always been an athlete from the time I was 4 all the way through college. I ran in college. Um, I also had started doing triathlons when I was finishing up with college and continued to keep that going through the rest of till currently. But I have to admit, even though I was a runner in college, I didn't really have the healthiest eating plan. I didn't have the healthiest eating lifestyle. I definitely gained the freshman 15. I thought that I was able to eat whatever I wanted, from pizza to fast food to drinking tons of beer, even though I was running 50 plus miles a week, that I could do it. And it showed in my performances. I wasn't, in the beginning, the first couple of years I was in college, my running wasn't where it needed to be, and I started to make some changes. Um, but I was a heavy runner. I was 155, and even though I was 155, I was still putting in low 20-minute, high 19-minute 5Ks. But I imagined, like, what could I have done if I had fueled my body properly and had eaten the right way? My husband and I met shortly after I was finished with school, and he jokes that I could barely make macaroni and cheese out of a box. The front seat of my car was littered with Arby's and McDonald's bags. I was a closet fast food eater, and it was showing in my performance, and it was showing in my weight. I didn't look like an athlete, even though I had an athlete hidden deep inside of me. He went away to Iraq in 2003, and when he came back, he said, I read this great article in Men's Health, and it talked about how we need to remove high fructose corn syrup and partially hydrogenated oils from our diet. I want us to do that. I said, okay, I'm on board. Let's do it. So we started reading the ingredients of everything that we would purchase, and slowly but surely, we started feeling a lot better. My performances started to get better. I was running extremely fast. I qualified for the Hawaii Ironman. I felt great. We felt great. And we had our first child in 2006. I was coaching at a high school when I found out I was pregnant, and then I had an opportunity to coach and teach at a college level. I was a college cross country and track coach. And I love being in the fitness world. I love nutrition. I love helping athletes reach their goals and to succeed. We moved again, and I had an opportunity to work at a YMCA and to teach people of all abilities. And I also worked at a community college part-time. I was an adjunct professor, and I taught classes, fitness classes and lecture classes. We moved to Colorado. I had our second son, and I got involved in helping moms get healthy. I taught stroller fitness classes and boot camp classes for moms. I loved it. We moved to Germany, and I kind of hung up my coaching shoes for a little bit, and I focused on me. My son was about 1. I really decided I wanted to focus on training for some marathons while we were over here, and while I was doing that, I was also looking at different nutrition plans. We were going back and forth between paleo eating and gluten-free eating, and we kind of decided that we do best, our family does best with a gluten-free lifestyle slash paleo. It's a little merge, a blend of the both. And we just feel amazing. But I still wasn't eating perfect. I was still rushing out the door with just a piece of toast, or driving and running errands all day long and maybe having a bar for lunch, and not fueling my body properly. And then I discovered Beachbody. I discovered it from a friend who was a coach, and she shared with me a little bit of Shakeology and the background of Shakeology. And at first I'm like, why am I going to drink a shake? That's pointless. I should just eat a real meal. And then I realized that I wasn't really eating a real meal, that I didn't have time sometimes to eat a real meal. So I researched it. I love the nutrition, the ingredients, and how much effort that the founders of Beachbody put in to make it a healthy shake. I started adding it to my diet, and immediately I felt better. My husband tried it, and he was also skipping lunch at work. He had a very busy schedule and couldn't always get in lunch. He was motivated to get his own bag and to bring it to work. And we went from drinking 10 cups of coffee a day to 1 cup of coffee a day. We weren't feeling tired. We had energy. My performance for running was through the roof. I felt great. We also became more exposed to some of the Beachbody fitness programs. I had heard of P90X in the past, but I had, and I'd used it a little bit. But I, started looking at Insanity and Chalene Extreme and Brazilian Butt Lift and how these could all be incorporated into my training plans. This past year, 2013, we got pregnant with number 3, and I continue to use Shakeology for my prenatal vitamin. The energy that I have felt, I'm 32 weeks pregnant now. I feel great. I've also been able to incorporate the Beachbody workouts throughout this pregnancy to help maintain a healthy pregnancy weight. I'm not going to lie and say I gained 10 pounds during this pregnancy because, to be quite honest with you, 10 pounds isn't healthy. I came in at a pretty low weight, and my body needed a 35-pound weight gain. But that's still 35 pounds of extra weight that my body put on. And I know that as soon as this baby comes in April, I have 35 pounds I have to work on. And I'm really excited to share that story with everybody, to show my progress, to show how I'm able to incorporate Shakeology and the Beachbody programs into my daily life, even with the craziness of 3 kids, and reach my goals. So yes, I was a closet fast food eater, and I, over the last 10 years, have moved to a healthy, clean, eating, gluten-free lifestyle. And I've incorporated Shakeology daily, and I love it. I love how I feel. All right, thank you.